I really think we've actually been able to change the DNA of QCCC to be one of a disciple-making ministry. I'm Andrew Grant, the Director of QCCC, which is Queensland Baptist Camping Ministry. We have 3 major sites, one at Mapleton, one at Tamborine, and then one at Brookfield, which we call QCCC Brisbane. And then we run survival programs and survival camps at a 4th venue, which is called Cobb & Co. And then we do a whole heap of expeditions around southeast Queensland as well. And we employ 185 people. And have about 30,000 school students coming through our sites a year and 50,000 guests. For us, ministry is the most important thing. So we sat down about 10 years ago and really went, if we're growing, we really need to establish a pipeline of committed staff. It's really our best way of guarding against any sense of mission drift. And so we really started running with the Campfire Internship. Very much focused on outdoor education based at Mapleton.
I'm Chris, I'm the Campfire Internship Supervisor. My main role would be working with the interns daily in the workplace and responsible for organising and planning their vet training and their Certificate 3 in Outdoor Leadership.
My name's Michaela. I am an outdoor educator here at QCCC Mapleton, and I also play a part in the mentorship and training of our Campfire team.
I see the purpose of Campfire as a real experience in all that Christian camping is. It's a 2-year journey in mentoring and discipleship. It's a real transition into the expectations and requirements of being in the workplace full-time, often for the first time for them. And it's that real building up of the next generation of outdoor leaders who are passionate about impacting young people through combining adventure and their faith.
My favourite thing about working with the QCCC Mapleton crew is that even though I've only been there for a short period compared to most of them, they still count you as one of your own. Doesn't matter whether it's your first day, you've been there 20 years, the respect you get from everyone is exactly the same, and it's a genuine respect. They want you around, they want to teach you.
So we get to train our interns in all things outdoor education. So we teach them all the archery, canoeing, rock climbing, high ropes, things like that. And above all of that, they get to learn facilitation and leading teams of children in a context that probably normal people wouldn't lead a group of kids. We also participate in the Project 11 discipleship program, so they're able to be a part of that during their first year and go through all 11 projects and help form and develop them as disciples.
My favourite thing about Project 11 was getting to meet all younger, inspired and passionate leaders in the Christian communities all over Queensland, and just getting to hear their stories about what they're doing and how God's working through them, and getting a broader picture of what they are doing and how we can work on stuff. And I think it's just amazing how that has just created such a big leadership, area where you can share things that you may be able to implement in your community to help share the Word of God.
Yeah, interns come from either graduating year 12 through to 3 years post-graduation. We've had interns from all over Queensland, as far north as Townsville and as far west as St George, as well as New South Wales, South Australia and even New Zealand, so they come from all over. Common hopes and dreams that we'd hear, particularly through the interview stage, would be obviously gaining their qualification in outdoor leadership. I guess there's a real excitement and nervousness towards moving away from home for the first time and living independently and working full-time, often for the first time, and the real want to grow their faith and continue that journey of making their faith their own.
I would say over the 2-year period that we have our interns, from day one all the way through, you're seeing them grow in their confidence of leading teams and leading groups of children, stepping into, if it's really cool, we've got some of our second years leading expeditions programs, so that's not just a one activity, that can be up to 5 days in a row. Seeing their confidence grow in that aspect has been really cool. And then we also have the discipleship aspect. We had one of our lovely interns go through a bit of a journey on her first year, and I had the privilege of baptizing her at the start of her second year. So it's been really cool to see them grow in their faith as well, which is really great.
So
So one of the biggest things I've learned about God through the internship is just how to be a genuine follower of Christ. Not to be fake or to, just follow along blindly. The internship creates a good space. All of our mentors are really genuine people. Not judgmental, anything like that. Over the last year and a half, because I'm in my second year of the internship, last year I had quite a bit of a deconstruction of faith, and God and the internship gave me quite a good space to reconstruct it a lot better than it was.
During the internship, I've learnt to really trust God. I haven't come from Australia, and it's been a whole new experience coming here, and not only learning about the intern itself, but also the country as well. Coming here had a lot of uncertainties to it, and being able to fully put your trust in God, in the space that you are in a space that I didn't know who anyone was, where I was in a sense, but being able to fully trust Him, He's really come through, and I really found that He's not only in your hometown church, but He's in everywhere, in the outdoors, in nature, and in the people that you surround yourself with.
So we've been running Campfire for 10 years. We've really established the success. I really think we've actually been able to change the DNA of QCCC to be one of a disciple-making ministry. And we really then looked at Tamborine and what possibilities are there. The vision for Camplife is it's quite different to the internship, and it's a gap year program. So it's very much an introduction into Christian camping ministry. There's some studies around a Cert 4 in Ministry and Theology, not the entire course, but you do some modules of Cert 4 in Ministry and Theology. Get very involved in working in a local church, and we have a great partnership down there with CrossLife. So our gap year students are working on site, really getting exposed to all areas of Christian camping ministry, whilst also working in a church environment and being discipled at the same time.
My name's Ian Partridge, and I'm the Operations and Ministry Manager at QCCC Tamborine. And my role in the Camplife program is to walk alongside our camp lifers as they step into a year of adventure, of ministry, of exploring, and everything that comes with residential living in a program. Camp life is giving young people an opportunity to step off the treadmill and to be able to explore avenues of hospitality, camping ministry, in a residential environment at QCCC Tamborine.
Yeah, so I applied for Camplife mainly because I wasn't set on what I wanted to do after school. And so then, I wanted to do Christian camping internship. So I applied for a whole heap around the country and landed at QCCC Tamborine.
Yeah, probably hoping to gain new skills. This is one of my main reasons for coming here. So I guess just to learn some skills to help me further on in life. Gives me a new community here. Different part of Queensland to live in, coming from the country out west. So it's really cool to come and be in a different environment and meet a whole heap of different people.
I moved from South Australia, so it was a big thing, big adventure, moving to a new place. So that was probably what I was looking for, was that thrill, meeting new people, just diving into a community.
It's a hands-on year where they explore hospitality, which can be from catering to housekeeping, administration, maintenance. It's also an opportunity to work with our ministry partners like CrossLife Baptist Church, Vertec Adventures, our outdoor education suppliers. So it's very broad and gives them a wide range of opportunity to learn.
I loved the opportunities that I got given, so it was a wide range of things we got to do over the year. Particularly for me, just the link with the church Cross Life. They have a ministry there called Crossroads Disability Program, and yeah, I got to go there weekly and I just fell in love with these people. So yeah, that was a big highlight for me over the year.
When I first applied for the job, I heard about that there was a possibility for a mission trip. Always wanted to do one. So yeah, it was really cool to go over to a different country, first time out of the country. Yeah, it was really cool to see how a different campsite works in a completely different environment, and really cool to run a camp for missionary kids.
The blessing for QCCC Tamborine is to have the freshness of new staff every year, to have new energy that comes in, different personalities, different thoughts, different skill sets that really, I guess, help us fulfill our mission at QCCC Tamborine, which is excellence in hospitality. That when people come here, they walk away really being blessed themselves. I think from the Camplifers' point of view as well, the blessing is that they learn so many practical skills that for those who are going back to university, they may need a role in hospitality wherever they're heading to, and they already have a skill that they can take in there through food handling, allergens, a barista, all those sort of things. Or they may end up taking that skill that they've discovered while they've been here and been blessed with into a ministry that they're going into. So the blessing ends up being for QCCC, for the camp life, and for our guests who come.
Maybe it's a bit presumptuous for me to say this, but I think you should be genuinely proud of what Queensland Baptist Camping Ministry is doing, because, you know, we are discipling young people, we're linking them with churches, and we're very much at the coalface of mission in Queensland. There's a lot of people that come through our sites who won't necessarily darken the door of a church, but we're very often a Christian community that they can interface with. And you know, there are some denominations have sold up their camping ministries. Others probably don't really have, you know, a missional kind of raison d'etre, but we have very much kept that. So, you know, we really do see it as very important to be seen to be missioning on behalf of Queensland Baptists as a movement.